Hi, everyone. Good morning. Blessings to you all. Peace and love wherever you are this morning. I greet you in peace and love. I'm going to continue the. I'm going to continue from yesterday where I left off, where I was speaking about the people, a few people in my family, in a family that I was involved with. I am a few people in the family who was involved in serious witchcraft. They somehow ended up with disabled children. And because of the things that I experienced in this family, because of all the generational curses and the witchcraft, obia, and all these evil things, it have led me on a search, a spiritual search to educate myself and to understand these things. And what I have discovered is that these people who work witchcraft, many of them seems to have disabled children. Now, the disabled children that I was around, I was able to be around these kids and spend time with these kids. And because I have always been a person who is spiritual, even when I did not know and did not understand myself, I was always thinking spiritually. So when these kids was around my presence, I did not see these kids as kids. I always felt a spirit within these children and them that it didn't feel right. It always made me feel uncomfortable. I felt a spirit of fear around these children. Imagine that these are babies. They were babies. I felt a spirit of fear around these children, especially, as I said, one of my sister-in-law who had a child who, the child had Down syndrome, and he was, with a lot of disabilities. He could not talk, a whole lot of things. So I used to see that child. I saw a spirit, an evil spirit within that child. And I believe that the things, all these charms and stuff that these people bring into their homes from the witch doctors and stuff, and all the evil rituals that they are told to do by the witch doctors, this, I believe, from my personal studies, I believe that this is how the spirit of disability comes within our families. I believe this is how the spirit of disability comes within the family. I told you all that my eldest sister used to always practice witchcraft. She was practicing witchcraft from a teenager. She is in her 50s today. My big sister, she had a son, her firstborn son. She was also teaching her son how to do the witchcraft. She would also take her son and she was teaching her son how to do her witchcraft, her firstborn son, which is my nephew. My nephew have a child. My nephew firstborn child came out with a lot of disabilities also. And when the child came out with all these disabilities and stuff, well, my sister, she did not want no part of the child. And my nephew, he did not bother with the child either. He didn't bother with the child either. He didn't like taking photos and stuff with the child. What he did, my nephew, he went on, find another woman, and had 2 more kids with the other woman. And those 2 kids that he had with the other woman, they came out absolutely perfect without any disabilities. So my nephew used to love to show off those 2 kids. The kids what did not have disabilities, but the one that had disability, they didn't want any part of, which I found all these things to be very, very strange, And as I said, the children in my family who their parents was practicing, and grandparents, some of them, was practicing the witchcraft. For me, there was one particular child, one of these particular children, out of all the children in them, there was one particular child that you could have felt that spirit, the Tokoloshe spirit. You could have feel it. You knew that that child was not operating on his own. That is the little child who used to walk all day holding his penis. Now, what I also discovered throughout these families and these witchcraft and all these evil things, what I also discovered is majority of the children, what is affected by this Tokoloshe spirit, by this evil spirit that they bring into the house that then jumps in the children. Sometimes it can cause the children to be slow. The children's brain would not be working. Sometimes you will have an intelligent child, and then as you start doing these evil things and bringing these charms into the house, you would see then that your child goes from intelligent to very slow, loses their brain. And these people don't seem to understand that. They just keep going to the witch doctors and bringing charm into the homes. Now, I personally was a victim of these things. That is why I am on this journey to understand. And I'm doing all these researches because I personally, was a child who was affected by these things, my mother was also a practicing witch. My mother also used to bring charms into our household. And I also saw these Tokoloshe demonic stuff. They used to be raping me in my sleep as a child. As a child, these things used to be raping me in my sleep. So I know personally that many people who are dealing with this witchcraft and putting charms into the house, the children that they have in the house is being affected one way or another. If the children don't go disabled, if the children don't lose their brain, then the children start getting raped and molested in their house by demonic spirits, by these evil Tokoloshe demons. Somebody have to invite them into the house. They can't just come in your house and cause trouble. Somebody in the family got to be practicing witchcraft, and in order to bring these demonic forces into the house. And as I said, when they come and they get into the vessel of a child, they can stop the child from talking. They can stop that child from having a normal brain. They can make that child slow, that the child would not even be able to learn, and people would not like the child because people can feel in their energy, you can feel something is wrong. So you might not, if you have, when you meet certain people like these things, who are involved in these things, you know, when you see certain children who are like disabled like that, you would find the child is getting bullied. Nobody wants to be that child friend. We just watch it on a physical and we think, oh, it's because of the child disabilities, the child is being bullied and nobody wants to be the friend, but it is deeper than that. The reason sometimes nobody doesn't want to be around because people can feel that energy. It might sound dread and it might sound cold, but it's a fact. Even I am telling y'all, as I love children, I have compassion for children, not only my own children, but children that I don't even know. But these particular children, I am saying from my heart, let God judge me, that my ex-sister-in-law who had that little boy who used to walk around all day holding his penis and trying to escape the door, I did not feel comfortable around that child. I saw that child for the Tokoloshe, for the spirit. I saw the spirit, the evil spirit sitting within that child. So I used to keep my distance. But at that time, I wasn't very spiritual. Otherwise, maybe I would have tried to, pray silently in my mind while I was around the child. Maybe I would have tried to pray silently in my mind and rebuke that spirit from the child. But at that time, I was not as advanced that like I am now spiritually to deal with these spirits and them. So I was just seeing. I was just seeing, God was just making me at that time see and gather the evidence and gather the evidence for such a time like this, you know. Sometimes you are walking around, you're around people and you are seeing things and you don't know what you are seeing until the shit hit the fan. And then you see blood clot. You didn't know you were seeing all what you were seeing. Now, let me show you all something, people. Let me show you all something. You shall go up on the internet and do your own work, but I'll read this out to you all now what this says here. And this, we are still talking about the Tokoloshe, right? This is what Sister G said happened to him. Miss Simbi says, these creatures are brought, let's read it. These creatures are brought to our plane of reality through witchcraft and powerful muti. They are sent by those who are envious and seek to destroy those around them. They want to see those around them fall on hard times. It can be sent from one province to another or just next door. When it comes and is left untreated, businesses, marriage, and even life can come to an end. So yes, this is what these evil Tokoloshes and them, this is what they're about. People go and they do their evil rituals and stuff, and they send out these demonic spirits to harm other people. But when they go to these witch doctors, and the witch doctors give them a charm and they tell them to put the charm in your pillow, go and you need to stick something up in your vagina and have sex with your husband for 3 days straight, and all these stupid evil rituals. Little do they know, it's Tokoloshes, they activating these demonic Tokoloshes. So if you have children, and these Tokoloshes, they love blood. You see them out? They love blood. So when you see these things, they are after blood. You would see bloodshed, lots of drama. Wherever you see lots of drama, lots of confusion and bacchanal and disabilities and stuff, you must look deeper. Witchcraft in operation. Witchcraft in operation. Wherever there is no peace and it's bacchanal and confusion, drama, left, right, and center, bloodshed, disability, spirit of barrenness, is witchcraft. These Tokoloshes, they causes the spirit of barrenness as well. They causes the spirit of barrenness as well. And as I said, what I have come to realize, the majority of the children, what is affected is boy children, people. I told you all in yesterday video that my auntie, one of my auntie who was rich, the only rich one in the family, and she had 2 children. One of her son was all twisted up and bent up, and everything was bent up. The child couldn't walk, and he lived like that for like 30 years. He couldn't do anything for himself. He was like a bent up vegetable in a wheelchair 24/7. I told you all, he was also a boy. It's always the boy children. The majority of the children that these demonic spirits sit in the children vessel and affect the children with all these, it is boy children. Boy children, the majority is boy children, people. My nephew, firstborn son, his name is Zion. It's a boy. My ex-sister-in-laws and them, the both of them who was deep in the witchcraft. The one who have the little child who walks around all day holding his penis, a boy child. The next sister who have the disabled child, big child now, disabled down her hands. Big young man, maybe about 17 now, 16, 17. Tokoloshe spirit sitting in him. A boy child. The majority of it is the boys. Satan is destroying the boys. But can't vex with the devil. Because if you go into the devil, you're greedy. And you want this and you want that of the devil. Because you're greedy. Or you want to hurt somebody because you're jealous and you envy and you want to go to the devil to do something. If I was the devil, I would be doing the same thing the devil doing. I'll be taking the seeds and I'll go be looking for the boys first. I will take out all the boys first. So we can't really vex with the devil. We have to be vexed with ourselves because we have power. God gave us humans power. Why are we taking our power and give it on to the devil? So then he could eat up our children and our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. Because when the devil comes in, he's not just taking out one, he's clever. You see how we taking out those boys and them, the boys one by one, all these boys who have disability? These boys cannot go and produce now. And if they do produce, they will be producing disabled seeds. So the generation is effed up. They effing up the generations. Because the boys what carries on the name, the surname in the family, they are killing the boys and them. With disabled, all sorts of, if they don't send them to jail, if the boys did one way or another, they're destroying the boy children. When it's the boys that carries on the surname for the generation. When you think these disabled children and them now will be able to go on in the future and have children? Absolutely not. And if they do, it's the same Tokoloshe spirit that is going to come in the generation. So the generation is effed up. As the Lord say, up to 4 generations is effed up. It's messed up. It's a hot mess. We need to stop doing witchcraft. We need to stop doing witchcraft, especially those who planning on having children and those who already have minors in their house. Because when you go and you invoke these demonic spirits, they are not only harming you. When you bring all these portions into your household, these things is going to be sitting into your children. Your children will not be able to concentrate. Your children will be affected in every different way. I was a child who was affected. My schooling was affected. I was very bright in school. But when my mother started putting all these different Tokoloshes in different corners of the damn house, I couldn't have rest. These things, when I wasn't getting raped in the physical, I was getting raped in the spirit by these evil demonic things, these incubus and succubus spirits. I couldn't concentrate in school. I couldn't. What I used to do is fight for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Fight. When I was not fighting, I was thieving. Some people will go promiscuous. We have children by different fathers, all these things. It's because why you can't find peace when you're coming from a household where they are doing witchcraft on top of witchcraft. When you're coming from this type of household, you can't have peace. You could never have peace. I told you my ex-mother-in-law was a witch. And she used to bring all these different Tokoloshe charms in the house as well. And what did the children in the house started doing? The children in the house started raping each other. They couldn't get enough of raping each other. They started raping the chicken and the dog and the cats after. Because there will never be anything good going on in a household where there is witchcraft. I promise you that. I am coming from witchcraft. I live amongst witches and wizards almost all my life. It's only 2017. For the last 6 years, I've been free from the witchcraft. From 2017 to now, I've been free from the witchcraft. I have been able from 2017 to now to see clear and see what's going on and make sense out of this. Before that, all my life, I was around witches and witchcraft. Witches and wizards and witchcraft. So much so that I thought it was life and it was part of life. I thought all that I was seeing and stuff, everything that was going on, I thought that was life. until I found God and I started praying and fasting and I started studying spiritual things, and the enemy, the same people, they come to kill my tail. Little did I know that all this information that I'm sharing here with y'all, I didn't know all of this was inside of my vessel until the enemy come to kill me. My enemy knew what I had in my vessel. They saw me. They knew and they saw, she is seeing all of us and she's seeing what we're doing. And we need to get rid of her before she starts talking and exposing us. I didn't even know what these people want to kill me for. I did not know what I was carrying until 2017. So we will keep doing more studies in this. I am fully convinced. I am fully convinced because I've got plenty witches and wizards. As I said, I spent over 20 years with witches and wizards. My mother was the first witch that I met. The first person I met practicing witchcraft and saw witchcraft from was my own mother. The second person was my own sister. I lived with a wizard from Ghana, my ex-man. I had a child with him. He was a practicing wizard. My ex-in-laws, my ex-mother-in-law was a witch. I was with her son. Her son is going crazy right now in Trinidad on the streets. Her 2 daughters, her 3 daughters, they were all practicing witches. I had a belly full of witchcraft. A belly full of witchcraft from witchcraft people. So the knowledge I have concerning this witchcraft is in abundance. And every day I keep topping up the knowledge on top of the abundance. The knowledge is in abundance. And I saw all the boy children connected to the witchcraft. All of them. I saw them stunted in their growth. All the sisters what did not get disabled children out of the 3 ex-sister-in-law, 2 of them came out with disabled children. The next one, her son, he could not prosper either. As he was about to do things, great things, boops, his foot will get broken. It's the Tokoloshe spirit. Because his mother was into the witchcraft also. They do witchcraft to get little stupid house in Trinidad what anybody could just set a fire and the whole house go up in flames. But you sell out your whole son for a concrete house. You mad? Never will I do such madness. And they say I'm mad. People say I'm mad, but listen. Never will I do such madness. I will not sell out none of my boy children or my girl children, not even my dog, for no holiday, no concrete house, no aeroplane, no limousine, nothing. I'd rather die poor than to sell out any one of my bloody children and them for concrete house where people could set fire on. What I cannot take in the grave with me. It is just stupid. It is stupid. It is selfish when we do these things and we just think about ourselves. Sometimes the houses that we are selling out our children and our grandchildren for, the little stupid concrete house in the bush down in Trinidad. When these children grow up, these children, they don't want to go and live in that. Some people, our ambition is too low. We got to think that these children, they should be greater than us. Our kids meant to be greater than us. And if these kids are going to be greater than us, my children don't want no little stupid boathouse down in Trinidad. They would not be interested in such nonsense. Today, the cars what coming out this year, 2024. Next year, there's a different upgraded brand new vehicle coming out. So why would I go and sacrifice my children today for a Range Rover, 2024 Range Rover? Time next year, 2025, I'll be regretting that shit. Because next year, 2025, they might have a Range Rover what is flying. You understand? It makes no sense. I ain't selling out none of mine. May God forgive. May God continue to expose these stuff, and may God forgive the parents who have gone and tampered into this evil witchcraft stuff and brought evil charms in their house where their little babies is, for these demonic spirits to jump into the vessel of their babies. And the babies cannot talk to tell you what they are seeing in their dream, what's holding them down and choking them. No, instead the babies now just get up and do action. We see them walking around like mad babies, masturbating and holding their penis at very young age. Because we've been bringing evil into the household. And then the evil get into the children. And then it makes the children limited in everything they do, limited in their school. They're getting bullied in the school. You will find teachers, when you have kids like those, the teachers, nobody likes them. But it's beyond the child. It's the spirit in the child that people don't like. It's the spirit inside the child, what people can see and feel the energy of, and they don't like it. But it comes off like if it's the child you don't like. Why? Because it's the child what carrying the energy of the demon inside the child's vessel. But we human beings, we watch everything on the physical. So just by me doing these videos here, people will be saying, oh, she is a hater, she don't like children, it's children she talking about like that. Yes, it's children, but these children inside the children vessel, you're not seeing what I'm seeing is demonic spirits sitting in the damn children vessel. It's evil spirits sitting inside the children vessel. That's why some of these children and them, me don't want them around me. I ain't being funny. And I don't want them around my damn children, some of these children. Because it's spirits, demonic spirits, sitting in the vessel. Now, let me tell you all something. All you know, the devil is very deceiving. And many of these people who are doing these witchcraft and stuff, they are after money. So when the devil now get that evil spirit to sit inside the child's vessel and make the child disabled and paralyzed, in most country, they pay you for disabled child in most country. So it is also an avenue for money. The devil will bring money, comes through the disabled child. Even in my country, in Trinidad and Tobago, many of you from Trinidad and Tobago will know that many of these Indian people in Trinidad and Tobago who are abundantly rich, they always have one child who is disabled in a wheelchair. And normally the one what is disabled in a wheelchair, that one is treated like a king or a queen, because that is how the money coming through that vessel. That is what it is. We need to open our eyes and see what's happening. Natalie stand by all what she's saying in these videos. She will never take back none of it, because God have shown me these things in mystery and secret. And then the proof, spirit don't miss. The facts always in my face on the earth. So you could put them together. You could always put the pieces together. And as the scriptures say, who got eyes to see will see, and who got ears to hear will hear, and who blind remain blind. Who can speak remain like that. But who got eyes to see will see. The spiritual people will see and understand, and they're going to know the truth. And the people who do not understand spiritual things, well, they will see that Natalie Carter, that girl, that black woman there from Trinidad, she is mad. Either way, Natalie don't give two crap. Natalie don't care either way. What I care about is when the Holy Spirit put these information on my chest and in my heart, It need to come out. It got to come out in the open because we're not taking nothing to the grave. And we've been through too many witchcraft wizards for the last 20, 30 years. It's an abundance. We're not keeping nothing inside anymore. We letting out everything. As soon as we realize these things, what's going on, we are shouting and sounding the alarm. So people can see what is going on and they can be alerted. Because if you have children as well, like in the family members, when you have children, the family members around, you got children as well. Your children mixing with these children what have these spirits in them. We can transfer, yeah? Just know that things can transfer, so be aware. Now, I leave you all here in this video. Peace and love to you all. And we will continue on this topic because right now, this is where I am. I also say that these spirits, they can stop you from also, they can cause the spirit of barrenness. So, also, I got a very interesting video that I need to do with you all. And with this video, the next one of the videos, I don't know if it's going to be the next video, but it will be coming up soon in this month, March. I need to do a video and tell you all about living with my ex-man, the man who was a practicing wizard. And he wanted to have a relationship where he had 2 wives. I will go into details and tell you all what the evil thing that practicing wizard done to the woman he was married to, his wife. She was the same age, around my age. We was around the same age. We was in our early 20s. And he wanted to have a polygamy, how to call it? You know, those relationships where, polygamy relationship where the man have 2 women. Yes, he tried that. I will tell you all what he done to his wife. She was left without a womb. Wombless, no womb. She can't have kids. But I will tell you all how he done it and what happened to that girl. And in the end, that girl was left without a womb. She will never be able to have kids because my ex, the wizard from Ghana, he sacrificed her womb for him to get wealth. So I will do a video and tell you all about that. So in the meantime, people, peace and love to you all. God bless you all. Stay alert. Stay alert. Try and understand spiritual things in 2024. So don't just watch stuff carnally on the physical. You need to go behind the scenes. You need to deep stuff and understand stuff spiritually. Once you understand stuff spiritually, no idiot cannot fool you physically because the spiritual controls the physical. Once you see them for the demon days spiritually, physically they wouldn't be able to hurt you because you will stay the hell away from them. But when you don't understand spiritual things, they will be pretending to be your friend. They will be leaving which part they is and taking airplane. They will be driving for 3-4 hours and coming in your house and tell you, girl, I come to see you. I come to spend a holiday with you. You's my friend. Only because they're coming to kill your ass and poison you. But when you understand spiritual things, hey Lord, you go see them from a effing distance. You will see the demons coming from a distance when you understand spiritual things. So when they pick up the phone and they call you and they say, Natalie, girl, all 3 are we coming to see you to spend the weekend with you, girl, because you're my friend and we love you. You go say, girl, no, I'm busy this weekend, girl. I got plans with my family. Don't come to me. When you see them spiritually, you go block the demons. You go know what the demons coming with before they even come with it. When you understand a spiritual stuff. When your spiritual side is switched on. Before they come to you. you go see them coming. The spirit go say, hey, Natalie, you see that man, your enemy? He coming to see you this week. And he go offer you a big piece of money. Yes, to refuse it. The spirit will show you beforehand. And then after the spirit show you, then the idiot now go pick up a phone and phone you. Hey, Natalie, how you going, girl? You okay? I say, yeah. What going on? Girl, I want to give you a piece of money. A big piece of money I want to give you. I want to help you to get your British passport, Natalie. Yeah? Okay. So what you want me to do? Well, Natalie, I want 300 from you and 300 from your husband. And I go put the other 1,200 pounds for you to get your British passport. And then you go tell him, hold your dirty, short willy, Ghanaian, ritual wizard, mother so-and-so, and get to F away, you demon. Because why? You was spiritual. You see that demon, before that demon come to tell you nonsense, you don't have this spiritual message that demon coming to offer you money. And you should not receive it. Because why? The spirit already saw the demon coming. Because you connected to the damn spirit. But when you're not connected, you go take the demon money and he would have made you perish. He would have F you up. Eh? Because the money is connected to the evil altar. So he does send he damn Tokoloshe after you after you don't take his money. Anyway, people, we will continue this conversation. Natalie got to run now. Okay, my postman is coming. I'll speak to y'all again. Maybe tomorrow. We'll have some fun this month in March. Yeah, God bless you all. Stay strong, stay strong. God bless you all. Stay strong, stay alert, and understand spiritual things in 2024 so no wizard or witches can do you any evil. In Jesus' mighty name. Stay blessed, my people.